Hey, John Ty here, and welcome to this income case study video. So let's take a look at what we're going to cover in this video. First of all, we're going to look at two Kindle book case studies, and using the first of those two case studies, we're going to look at a before and after example. So basically, we're going to look at the difference that marketing makes to a book's success. We're then going to look at generating royalties, positioning, using your book to get your message out, and finally, we'll look at capturing leads to build a back-end business. So here's the first case study we're going to look at. It's the book Never Work Again by Erland Bakker. Now, Erland, the author of this book, is a friend of mine. And when he published this book, he came up against a problem which is very common for a lot of authors, which is that he had a brand new book and no real idea how he was going to market it. Well, here are the before results. In the first full month after the book was published on Kindle, but before any marketing was done, the book made 30 sales worldwide. And it was at that point that Erland came to me and asked if I would help him market the book. And we put together a campaign, and it's the results of that campaign that I'm going to show you in a second. Now, please bear in mind that this is a case study video. I'm going to share with you the results that I got with two specific books. It's not a marketing video, and I show you how to market your books in other videos. So, going back to Never Work Again, in the month before we promoted the book, it made 30 sales worldwide. That's on all of the different Amazon sites combined. During the 12 months since the promotion, the book sold 7,348 copies, so that's a 20 times increase per month. In addition to that, it was downloaded 20,821 times. That's a total of 28,169 people who now have a copy of that book as a result of that marketing campaign. That's a 78 times increase per month. Now, for those sales, Erland was earning royalties, but for those downloads, he was giving the book away for free through Amazon's KDP Select program. But even though he was giving the book away for free, those downloads are still very important, because as well as being a key part of the overall marketing strategy, they're also a very important part of positioning, getting Erland's message out there, and lead generation, building the back-end business. Now, as well as getting the book into the hands of 28,169 people, it also generated $11,915.06 in royalties. So what that means is once the marketing campaign was done, it generated almost $1,000 a month in royalties, $1,000 a month in passive income. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not saying that you will or won't get that with your book. It depends on a huge number of variables. But what I think this case study does show is the huge impact that the right marketing campaign can have to take a book from 30 sales in a month to 28,169 combined sales and downloads in a year. Now, in addition to generating $11,915.06 in royalties, those 28,000 plus combined sales and downloads also helped Erland to generate a targeted email list of over 3,000 people. And from that email list, Erland picked up 115 brand new coaching clients paying anywhere from a few $100s all the way up to $10,000. And this is a great screenshot showing Erland's book at #1 in entrepreneurship in the Kindle store, #1 in teams, and if you look at the inset screenshot in the bottom right there, you can also see it's #1 bestseller in outsourcing as well. So basically, Erland was able to hit #1 bestseller in all three of his target categories. And this is another screenshot that I really like because it shows the power of a good marketing campaign. On the left there, you can see that Never Work Again is #1 in business teams. But if you look on the right, you can see it's also the #1 hot new release and it's the #1 top rated book. This is what can happen if you get your marketing right and sell a lot of copies of your book in a short space of time. Anybody coming to this page can't miss that book. It really stands out. And it's effectively being endorsed by the book buying public in 3 different places there. So tremendous social proof. And this is the man himself. This is Erland celebrating 100,000 combined sales and downloads of his book. Now, this is 100,000 from all platforms, so Amazon, Erland's website, and other platforms. But the really amazing thing about this is that it was taken just around 18 months after we ran that first marketing campaign. And I'm showing you this because I really want to drive home how powerful a good book and a good marketing campaign can be for generating sales and royalties, positioning you and getting your message out there, and generating leads and quickly building a back-end business. This really is life-changing stuff, and I say this over and over, but we really have an amazing opportunity now with Kindle publishing. We don't have to fight through gatekeepers to try and be one of those few people that gets a traditional publishing deal. We can publish our books ourselves and take control of our own destiny. Very, very exciting. Now I want to move on to case study 2, which is my book, Make Money from Non-Fiction Kindle Books. Now, as you can see from the title, it's a very niche book. It's very targeted, and it's not one of these books that's going after a huge market. But despite that, in just over 2 months immediately after publishing the book, it became a #1 bestseller in 4 categories, including my key target categories of direct marketing and advertising. It was sold and downloaded a combined 5,000 plus times, and it generated over 3,946 brand new leads for my business. And I'm not saying this to brag, quite the opposite. What I actually want to emphasize here is that this success is all based on learnable stuff. This book for me was not primarily about royalties, although it's great to get them, but it was about generating leads and building my back-end business. Now, how much is a lead worth? Well, again, it depends on so many variables. The point here is not to give you a specific number. The point is to illustrate how powerful a book is in getting your message out there and generating leads and positioning you and building your back-end business quickly. And this is a screenshot showing the book at #1 in direct marketing. And again, you can see on the right there that it's showing up as a hot new release. And here you can see that it's #1 in advertising, which was a key target category. It's #1 in direct marketing, which is a key target category. And somehow it's also ended up as #1 in accounting. That's not a category that I targeted. The book has nothing to do with accounting. I can only guess that Amazon added it to that category because it had money in the title. But I'm not complaining. It's another way for people to find my book. Okay, so before we finish up, let's recap on what we've covered in this video. First of all, we've seen how you can make a significant income from royalties. And there are other passive income streams that you can generate from your book, but I'll cover these in other videos. However, while royalties are great, by collecting leads, you can make even more from back-end products or services. Finally, and this is an added bonus that I haven't touched on yet, growing an email list also means you're building your platform for future book sales. And with a big enough email list of people who know, like, and trust you and enjoy your work, you can instantly send a brand new book to the top of the bestseller charts. So this is John Ty. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to catching up with you on the next one.